This is the first episode of Real Talk Tuesday. We are here to ask the hard questions to the realtors. And I'm joined here with Orlando Garcia. Welcome, man. Thanks for stopping in.
Awesome. Thanks, Marcus. Thanks for having me.
Awesome, man. So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Well, I've been in the real estate market since 1991. I graduated and actually started on the loan side of things. And then in 1997, when I got my real estate license, I realized loans weren't for me. I switched over to the real estate side and have been here ever since.
Wow, 1997? Dang, that is a long time ago, brother. That is a long time.
I've been around a while.
So that means you've seen a lot of the market. You got a lot of knowledge, huh?
Yeah. I've been here for a long time.
You came with the building, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask some of the questions for you. What are your thoughts on interest rates, man, and the direction they're heading? Because I'm just hearing so much chatter, and I wonder, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, you know what, Marcus? Interest rates are going up. Right? It is what it is. It's what the feds are doing to try to slow down inflation, right? However, I'll tell you a story. Back in the day when I was on the loan side, right, I walked into the office and it was like a scene out of the Wolf out of Wall Street. Everybody's picking up their phones. Loan officers are standing up, screaming across the room at each other.
Wow.
And, they were super excited that rates had dropped below 10%.
But wait, 10%. So
10%.
You're telling me that rates were at 10%, and yet we're at 5.5%. I mean, it seems like it's still a good time for people who might be purchasing. Because 10%, that's a lot.
It is. And you know what? It is a good time to buy. 5.5%. Here's what a lot of people don't understand. There's still a lot of tax benefits. So if you were to ask me, hey, you know what? You're gonna pay a little more in interest? Yes, but I'm gonna write that off on my taxes every year because that is tax deductible.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, do you feel, because, this is another big myth that's going on right now. Do you feel that housing prices are going to drop and we're going to see like 2010 style pricing again?
Nope, absolutely not.
So you're telling me I can't get that house unless if I have a DeLorean and time machine?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. 2008, 2009 is left in 2008 and 2009, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's the big difference is this, Marcus. Back then, the recession was caused by the housing bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you had a pulse and you could buy a house, so people were buying homes with the intent that they're going to refinance out of this 100% financing in a couple of years, and when their homes didn't appreciate, they lost it all. So you had a flood of homes that just weren't worth what they were originally bought for. Now we flash forward to here we are, 2022.
Mm-hmm.
There has never been a time in history with real estate where people have had this much equity in their homes. So there's a shortage of homes. If something were to happen, and unfortunately, life does happen, people will either need to sell because they lost their job, or they're not in a position where they can continue making those monthly payments. They have equity, so people will sell their homes instead of losing their homes.
Yeah, definitely. No, I mean, what are you advising your clients that that are concerned about rising interest rates? What are your thoughts on that, and how are you advising your clients?
Well, what I'm advising my clients is that if they can go back and buy in the same situation that it was 3 months ago, as far as interest, right? That'd be a great thing to do. Right? Mm-hmm. The beautiful part about where we are right now is that interest rates going up wiped out 50% of the buyer pool.
Wow.
Yeah. So now you're not competing and having to pay $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 above list price.
Right.
You're paying whatever the house is worth. So it's you paid it list, and here's the beautiful part, Marcus. Mm-hmm. Sellers are willing to negotiate. So they're going to give you $10,000, $15,000 to buy down your interest rate, which will make your payments even better. That $10,000 that you're going to pay, now is going to save you tens of thousands of dollars over the life of the loan.
Wow, I mean that's pretty interesting. So you're saying that we've already shifted into a potential opportunity for buyers at this point.
There's a lot of opportunity, but I don't want to say shift. I want to say deceleration. Because we're not appreciating at the same level. When you say we're going to decelerate, I'm thinking we're just going to step off the gas for a while and just slow down. We still believe prices are going to go up just at a slower rate. And don't take my word for it. There's people that are way smarter than me, people who just crunch numbers all day long, and that's what they're saying.
Well, I mean, that's really good information. I think that sharing that information should be able to give buyers a little bit more courage to get back out there and start to possibly go purchase at this point. I mean, I don't want to take up too much of your talk, but I gotta ask this question. As a realtor,
Mhm.
would you buy in this market?
I'm going to put it to you like this, Marcus. I'm actively looking for an income property for myself and my family. Right. The reality is there's a lot of funds that are being bought. There's a lot of hedge funds that are buying blocks
Mhm.
of property.
Mhm.
Right. So the smart money is investing in real estate. Why wouldn't I follow smart money? At the end of the day, in 15 years, I'm going to be worth a lot more if I own a property versus if I don't own a property.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very valid point. I mean, I think that you bring up such solid points there because you're investing into your wealth and your future, and this is one of the largest assets that someone can ever own, and could potentially be generational wealth for
Yeah.
their family and everything. Well, thank you so much for taking the time, brother. Really appreciate you, man. Hopefully, we'll see you soon back on the show.
Absolutely. Thanks, brother.
Thanks, brother.